Well, we caught up with Mitch Boehm. Mitch, man, you got a lot of stuff going on, and Motorcycle Retro, that is your baby. Would you? I mean, tell us about that, because I've seen some retro bikes coming up out there, and gas prices went up, and all of a sudden garage doors opened up. All kinds of great old bikes coming out, and I know that's a big love for you.
It is. I love retro bikes, mostly bus from the 70s, some from the late 60s, some from the early 80s. The magazine that we're doing is called Motorcycle Retro. We're doing dirt and street, mostly from those glory days years when everybody was kind of getting into motorcycling when they were younger, buying mini bikes, dirt bikes, street bikes. We did 3 issues last year with another publisher. The publisher killed the magazine because of the economy. I love the concept. We're relaunching it now as Motorcycle Retro, and everybody's pretty excited, and we're here to kind of spread the word.
So, I mean, as these old bikes are coming out of the barns, I would suspect, are you going to have like some how-to articles and that sort of thing?
Absolutely. We're going to uncover and tell the stories behind the scenes of the bikes that everybody remembers from back in the day, from Honda 750s and Z1s to the Elsinores and the RMs and the TM Suzukis. But we're also going to try to make these bikes, which are all good motorcycles today, even to ride, because they're fairly new in the grand scheme of things. We're going to do a lot of project bikes. We're going to use folks like Sudco here in the background. These guys make carburetors and great suspension parts, and yeah, we're going to kind of help people get these bikes back on the road and go to shows, go to races, do a little riding of our own, and really kind of celebrate the 70s and the bikes that were big back in that day.
And I suspect within the pages of the magazine is probably going to be a lot of suppliers and that sort of thing to help service the vintage bike world.
Absolutely. There's a lot of cottage industry out there, but there's also a lot of companies like Dunlop and other companies that make stuff that fit on the older bikes, and it works really well. It's interesting that a lot of the new technology in tires and suspension is transferable to the old bikes, and it makes those old bikes really, really sing and makes them really, really able to be daily riders today. And a lot of guys are rediscovering their bikes from the 70s, bikes they grew up on, bikes they wanted to buy, and they're having a great time. And I'm just excited to kind of be part of that whole movement and have a magazine that people really can read and really kind of cherish every time they get it in the mail.
I've been going out to a few events over the course of this summer myself, and I'm starting to see more and more cafe bikes popping up. Is that a big trend with you guys?
Yeah, it is. I mean, the cafe racer thing was really the sport bike market before there was a hardcore sport bike market. Guys would take a Z1 or a CB750 or an RD350, put clip-ons on it, put rear sets on it, put a fairing on it, and the whole cafe racer thing kind of grew out of that and kind of transferred into the racing world, and guys are loving it now. So yeah, that's a part of what we're doing. We're also doing the dirt stuff and the mini bike thing too, because back in the day, people had a mini bike, then they might have had a dirt bike, and then when they got old enough, they bought a street bike. We think that those 3 groups really kind of encompass the whole market, and that's the market we want to celebrate, and we're getting really good response from enthusiasts.
I think one of the things that's really exciting about the retro market is like, hey, these bikes are old, man. You can get them pretty darn cheap, You start digging around, and there's some great ways to start project bikes. So I suspect you're going to have some magazine project bikes and things like that going on too.
Absolutely. What you say about inexpensive prices is true. A lot of the bikes are very expensive because they're collectible. But boy, there's hundreds and hundreds of them on the dirt and street side and the mini bike side that they're under $1,000, maybe a couple $1,000s. It's really affordable. Guys are digging in, kind of jumping back into that whole market where they were back when they were teens or even younger than teens, and in their 20s when motorcycling was a big deal, and it's really exciting.
That sounds like some great stuff. Now I know you guys are working on a website, and that's going to be up pretty soon. Why don't you let everybody out there know where they can catch up with you online?
Absolutely. MotorcycleRetro.com, www.motorcycleretro.com. We're selling subscriptions already. It's going to be a good thing. We're going to start it kind of small, but it's going to grow, and I think it might grow more quickly than I think. A lot of people are really excited. So.
All right, well, old bikes, new school, it's all a big mix. Mitch Boehm, thanks for spending some time with us, man. Good luck with the magazine.
Appreciate it very much.
All right.